everything in this suitcase?
We're only going to San Francisco. Just bring the essentials.
Oh, essentials. That's everything.
The Belay residence, the lady of the house speaking. Oh, it's you, Israel. Listen, never mind all that. I need you to get the girls in the car and get going. We have to be in San Francisco in a few hours. I don't care if Meatball won't fit. Just squeeze her in somehow. Get going. Goodbye.
Let's go. Now we're in wait.
If we are, it's your fault.
You took 1,000 years.
You took 1,000 years. Look at your lips. They're crooked anyway.
You're still fat. This is a great view to see it. Oh, check my face.
Oh, yeah. You're all runny.
I must look ridiculous.
No, I don't think anybody will notice. But I think you're going to need a little Bondo on the chin, babe.
I've got to get to the hardware store.
Come on!
I've got to get to the hardware store. How could you have lost an entire can of spray
Get out there!
Help me! My leg's not working. Help me! Help me!
I think Laura's went home because we all turned on her.
Yeah,
Laura's went home for sure. She was a bitch to all of us. She wasn't funny. She wasn't nice. It was time for her to go. Not that you have to be funny or nice in this competition, but she wasn't growing and she was acting like she was all that. And it was time for her to go. She wasn't all that. End of list. But also, yeah, it wasn't Xochitl's performance kind of like lacking.
I really don't like your shoes.
Oh my god, the hot pink shoes.
I was like, I really like those shoes.
I did too. I was like, but I want them.
Xochitl probably went home. Laura's, I mean, for obvious reasons, she was the one everyone named to go home. And next to her, I think Xochitl was next in the bottom.
Last week's challenge was really crazy. It was kind of intense. I'm glad that I'm still here, so I'm glad that I get to do this one. I was looking forward to the field trips.
Calm down, you made a tube skirt. Everybody calm down.
Well, no, I can't make anything. I didn't make the tube skirt. I have to do it. I'm just saying.
What did you make then?
The hair.
Uh-oh. I see a man holding a wig, Lori.
No Xochitl? No Lawrence? That's it. I'm gonna win. Y'all can go home.
Oh, the gang of the Sinjig.
Honestly, I'm here to fucking win. How does it feel?
Good. You excited for today? So today we're going to San Francisco to perform at Mother, formerly known as Tranny Shack.
We're gonna get to be with drag legends Peaches Christ and Heclina. Can't wait to see them. Can't wait to get out there. I hear it's really different out there. I hear the drag is really more artsy and like weird and out there. So I hope to be able to bring that, be one of the monsters out there, and bring my weirdness and my sexiness.
This is a huge stage. This is like the stage to be on in San Francisco. This is where I think my drag belongs. So, and I think these girls are gonna all fucking bring it, and I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm super stoked. I'm super exhausted, and I'm ready. I'm ready to take the crown.
6-hour drive. I'm not looking forward to it.
I think shit's gonna go fucking nuts. My makeup, and I wore a different style of hair and a different type of costume.
Bro, we told you were gonna win. Backstage, we were like, bitch, you won. You were like, nah, man.
I was like, nah, they're gonna hate this.
Yeah. We knew you
Watching you perform was so fun.
Definitely an improvement from your track as well.
I mean, I think this show gave us a forum to express our drag. Because I mean, coming from doing other competitions, doing other things, a lot of people don't really get into it. You'll go and you'll serve it, and you'll be the best, prettiest, fucking most done up bitch, but you'll do a horror number, and you'll get shit points, and nobody will fucking be into it. And a skinny ass boy with no fucking pads, no titties, 3 hairs on his fucking head will come out and death drop to Beyonce, and everyone's all, yes! And that bitch gets the money, and it's kind of she sucks major dick.
Yeah, I think it'll show the work that goes into it. That it's not just oh, well, she's spooky. Oh, she wore a black thing. Oh, she had blood. There's a level of, intelligence that goes into creating the number and, creating a look that isn't just oh, well, I went down and bought a bra and panties and this is gonna be my gig tonight. It's work.
I think what killed me was when I first started, going out, was showing up one of my first times, and this guy goes, get it, girl, love it. I love the Sharon Needles thing you have. And I was I mean, I get that she went out there and did her thing. That's really cool. I mean, she's evolved since then. Everyone has. But I was kind of really? You think that we're all just doing, that's what you're going to call it? We're all spooky like Sharon Needles? There's so many more, there's just so much more to it.
Yeah, and I think it also shows that there's you don't have to be spooky and kooky to be a monster.
No.
Because I'm not scary. That clown is not scary, but I'm still a fucking terrorist.
You got no teeth, you look scary as fuck.
I'm excited for people to realize, there's a big misconception that the Dragula style of drag is specifically horror drag, but horror is really just an element of it. I think what it comes down to is really our drag is just a sort of counterculture sort of drag, and it's based really heavily on a lot of pop culture and a lot of references to film and TV and old LGBT figures that maybe aren't brought up as often. So I think it, I agree with Meatball, it does take a level of sort of knowledge of this sort of counterculture, alternative culture to do this style of drag. And I'm excited for people to realize that it comes from a place. It's not just going to the Halloween store and getting yourself a Halloween costume and doing a number. It takes work, it takes experience.
I love Halloween costumes.
Here in our town.
We're very excited.
Yeah, I didn't really think of anywhere else that we should take these girls to sort of prove their strengths and weaknesses than here.
Absolutely. Thank you for hosting us here at Oasis. We're very excited to have our ghouls performing on the Mother stage tonight.
It's going to be great. And can't wait to see what they have.
Well, we were wondering, what are you guys looking for? What kind of substance does the idea of your super monster made up of? Is it their performance or their look? Is it attitude?
Having done Tranny Shack for years, I mean, my main thing is what they do once they hit the stage. The look is great and all that stuff, but really the concept and the execution of the performance.
It's the overall, do they grab you? Do they have star quality? And when the number's finished, did I want more?
Right.
I always feel like when I watch a drag performance and it ends, was I happy it was over?
Yeah.
Or did I want it to keep going?
No, absolutely, absolutely. Well, we also could think of no two more qualified individuals than you guys to help us judge our final 4 and narrow it down to our final 3.
I'm really excited to have you guys judge this competition because really, you guys are kind of originators of alternative drag. You know, you guys started a major movement that inspired so many queens and performers.
I think actually this whole trip is a little bit of a learning experience for them because their age range really spans, and San Francisco is kind of one of those places where punk and drag sort of met and really flourished, and just coming to the city for some of them the very first time. Learning what Tranny Shack was, how it affected the population here, and just drag in general. It's kind of been educational, so it's a little bit of that old and new kind of coming together.
I'm excited to see these girls.
I'm excited that Heclina is finally getting the credit she deserves for being the original drag monster. It's true.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sure.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's been like 20 years of horror for you.
20 years of every time she shows up, I'm like, whoa! You know, it's like,
what now?
What's she gonna? You know,
she's really setting the standard.
It's always terrifying.
Well, you know what? I think it might be time.
All right.
Is it time?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
All right.
The Girls of Dragula.
Blood, it does more than turn me on, it makes me come. And more than the sight of it, I love the taste of it. The taste of hot, freshly killed blood. And that's just what you're going to get.
Afraid of the truth, then leave. We'll show you the proof, but you still won't believe. Entranced by the arms round our necks. You all sold your souls and were cashing blood checks. That waves crashing over the rats. Everyone listens when one of us talks. Hairstyles and bloodstains and such. And frankly, we've already told you too much. We are really rich Italian Satanists. We do whatever we want. Really rich Italian Satanists. Everyone knows what we've got. Really rich Italian Satanists. We do whatever we please. Really rich Italian Satanists. We'll bring you to your knees. Did you really think we were going to let you get away? I was kidding, stupid. You didn't run fast enough. You didn't take me seriously, did you? Why? Because I'm beautiful? You think I can't kill because I'm beautiful? Well, guess what? You're gonna find out the hard way whether I can kill or not.
Take a good look at me! Because I'm going to be on the front of every newspaper in this country tomorrow. You're looking at crime personified. And don't you forget.
This is my hair, I don't wear wigs. 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 This is my hair. This is my hair. I take my vitamins. I am naturally a platinum blonde. I just let my hair dry. Pay no attention to the lace on my forehead. This is my hair. This is my hair. This is my hair. This is my hair. I don't wear wigs. 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 This is my hair. I don't wear wigs.
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Filth of my politics. Filth is my life.
Girls of Dracula, everybody. Thank you, darling. Good evening, ladies. I hope you enjoyed performing here at Oasis with Peaches, Christ, and Heclina. Your challenge tonight was to come up with a punk drag performance that would impress these ladies. And that's what we're going to be judging you on tonight.
Let's start with Frankie. Frankie, I thought that your number was captivating right from the start because you hit the stage and you were giving me monster. In fact, I thought you were blending sort of a Yeti monster with your drag character, and it worked really well. I think that you had a slight advantage over the other girls because you did lip sync to Alaska Thunderfuck's This Is My Hair song, which is a popular song. It's a well-known song, so you kind of had the edge on the competition, but you also owned it. You were aggressive and exciting and a great performer.
I love the Guar influence of your outfit, and I love the monstrous look that you gave.
Frankie, your look has come a long way. All the suggestions we have given you, you're using. Your performance is not there yet. You're bringing this punk rock filthiness. We weren't seeing that tonight. You could have came out and showed your dick or your asshole to the crowd, or throw dildos to the crowd, or something. We didn't see you push it. That is who you are. That's your drag character. But you're not pulling it out all the way, and we warned you about that last week.
That was actually one of my ideas was to come out in a jock strap and just show my whole...
Doesn't matter because you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Give us that dirty Frankie Doom that's in there. You did not bring that tonight.
I appreciate that you took inspiration from your segment of the song. This Is My Hair, you kind of played with like monster and gender. I noticed you don't have your breastplate tonight, which I think is a first for you. I do have a pet peeve though, and it is dropping to the ground. Like rolling around on the ground and coming out of sight. It's really only for the benefit of the few people that are in the front of the stage. You disappear from sight from everybody else, and it really is kind of it's just a mistake because more than half the house loses what you're doing up there.
Let's go on to Meatball.
I enjoyed your performance to an extent. I was a little bit confused by the pointless person coming up on stage with you. It seemed like once he got up on stage with you, there wasn't a purpose to him being there. He seemed lost, and it was kind of awkward to look at.
Well, the song was about having someone model for you and do that, so I thought I would try to have somebody. But I ended up, once he got there, he was moving around a little bit, and I was just like,
Did he know he was supposed to model?
No.
Okay.
He knew that he was supposed to come up there, but I told him just to stand still, but he I think he is moving too much, and I was like, I gotta...
Yeah, I would say if you're going to have somebody come up on stage, have them know what they're doing.
Did you make that skirt?
Yes.
I thought you did, and that's a very unforgiving material. So that's kind of brave of you to do that. I like it. I like the hands-on approach to your outfit. I like the cunt about it, and your hair is giving me a little bit of a divine kind of moment, which I also appreciate. But I'm going to agree with Heklina. The performance just confused me. You have a lot of confidence, which is the fuel to get any show where you want it to be. But it was just sort of a stunt for the sake of doing a stunt.
People, I liked your look tonight. This to me is sort of you taking your comedy look and mixing it with the filth and the horror of Dracula. So I really liked your look.
Thank you.
Your performance, you have such an amazing stage presence, but you didn't bring it all the way tonight. What I mean by that is you had a fish. Amazing prop to have. We couldn't see it. The people in the crowd didn't see it. If you're going to bring out a fish, you need to bring out a fish and show the fucking crowd, like, I got a fucking fish.
I sadly didn't know that you had a fish. Now, part of that might be that I was distracted by your other performer, because there's always that risk when you bring another performer into a number that's yours, right? You don't want them to showboat and sort of steal the spotlight and all of a sudden become the star of the number. But at the same time, they have to be good enough that they're contributing to making you look like a star. My eye is drawn to what's wrong, you know? So I missed part of your performance. And I think that, unfortunately, is a big downfall for you tonight. That being said, love your drag name. Love your look. You look like a meatball. You know, like, you know, it's really cute.
Extra sauce.
I think Meatball is gonna have, you know, a big future. Tonight just wasn't your night.
Let's go on to Melissa. Melissa, you did great tonight. I liked your look. I liked your performance. You owned the stage. I love the props.
Those totems, each of those items that you brought out to kind of represent each of your competitors, is how I read that. And you're kind of like slamming them on the ground. Kind of a little slap in the face, kind of a little cunt move. And I think a fun way to start a Melissa Be Fierce show. So I do applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Well, Melissa, the only thing that I think is not punk, and if I might say it's really been overdone, is the death dropping. I've seen a million death drops, you know, at this point, and I think it's an easy way to get a reaction from the audience. And I'm not going to say it's a cheap ploy, because if it's done well, it looks great, and it did look great. For me, it's like it's been so done.
I actually have to agree with her.
Right.
At this point, you are such a strong performer. Your makeup's great. You have stage charisma. You can death drop, but you don't need to. And I think it's getting to the point where it's like the drag MC who comes out and says, "How's everybody doing?" It's like, it's almost desperate. Does that make sense? It's like, I know I can force a reaction out of the crowd by doing this thing, so my challenge to you would be to pull back.
It's something that I'm known back at home for. I mean, not like I know I work with a lot of queens who do it, but not everyone does it the right way. So I kind of, me coming here was like, bitch, you better fucking step your pussy up and shut the fucking stage down.
Right.
So my way of me doing that is me like showing them what Melissa B. Fierce is about back home in LA. So I was like, I gotta leave my stamp here in San Francisco and let them know who Melissa B. Fierce is and shut I mean, it's what I do. And I mean, I gave it my all, you know.
If that's what you do at home, see, I've never seen you perform before.
Right.
So that's great. I mean, I thought your performance was what? It's just something I've seen so much. You know what I mean? That's all.
Let's face it. If Heklina attempted a death drop, it would literally be a death drop. That would be, you'd be calling 911, and she would have died. You know, there'd be celebrations in the streets.
Moving on.
Let's move on to Vander. What did you ladies think of Vander's performance tonight?
So amazing. I thought just the minute you stepped out on stage, you captivated me with your look, with your stage presence. Your makeup is amazing. I think it really is giving me punk. It's kind of like Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran, but really exaggerated. Do you know what I mean? Or kind of like real.
She's like,
it's
I
actually,
don't even know who you're talking
okay,
about.
well, Google it. Or it's actually like, it's more goth, like Virgin Prunes, if you really want to get goth. But even before you lifted up your, wait, what?
She's like,
Google it. I love the makeup. It's kind of Nosferatu drag. Also, Google that too.
I did not.
Okay. And you captivated me before you did the reveal. So that I know is you're doing a good job. So to me, it's very strong. You're somebody that I would book just seeing the one performance. You know, the look, the aesthetic, and the presence.
For me, you really reminded me of early Tranny Shack, which for me is like the height of compliments. You know, when we were performing, you're always looking for that person who's going to come out and do something new and something you hadn't seen before, and immediately your style, the whole look, the fashion of it, and the horror of it, and the strangeness, and the eccentricity, and all the references that she's bringing. It looks filmic, it looks gothic, it's couture, the giant pentagram, the strange asymmetrical hair, the weird boots that aren't boots. You know, it's all art for us to look at. Then you perform, you know your lip sync, and you were performing to both a male vocal and a female vocal, and you owned it. Not easy to do. And it was funny. You know, you're doing really rich Italian Satanists, and you pull out a slice of pizza and eat it. This is all in addition to your giant costume piece. And I would just say that, like, bravo, because you can tell that you put so much work and thought and effort into it, and it paid off, you know. And you're a pro. You know, you're definitely, you know, you have a long drag career ahead of you if you want that. It's obvious. You have star quality.
Vander, you continued to impress me tonight. You did. Your look was amazing. Your performance had an issue because your back piece malfunctioned, which is a big pet peeve of ours, as you know. So to have it flop in this venue disappointed us. But the overall concept and your stage presence and your look was great.
You took a lot of risks, which is what I love, and they were bold ones, like the pentagram, not just the trick, kind of like punk rock peacock reveal, which I loved, and it kind of told the story of all the challenges I think that came before, which I noticed, and I really soak up all of those details, and I love them. It's actually my only criticism of you, is I think you try to fire off on maybe there's an overload of ideas. If it's going to be pizza, you were fumbling with something else to come out, and I'm not sure what it was, I'm not sure if it actually made it out. Part of your costume there at the beginning of the performance.
Yeah, the pizza got stuck on my tit.
Okay, you know, and that's a quality problem. If you have so many ideas to edit them down, that's kind of where you want to be. You don't want to be without ideas, because that's a kind of a desperate place. My favorite thing about your performances in general, which goes back to our time in the desert, I think I said I've never seen someone kind of move in such a serpentine, weird, naughty, twisted way that you do, and that is extremely captivating right from the start. You start moving that way and I'm pulled right to you. I want to see what you're going to do next. So, well done. So listen, half of your challenge is now complete in San Francisco. But as you know, each of you will have to face the extermination challenge to help us decide which one of you will be eliminated and which of the three of you are going to be moving forward in this competition. When one of you is crowned the world's first drag super monster, you'll be doing countless photo shoots, music videos, film shoots. You may even end up in one of Peaches Christ's stage productions.
You'll soon come to realize that while glamorous, shooting can be a giant bitch. It will be uncomfortable, torturous, dangerous, and sometimes hellish.
So, we want to make sure you can handle such demanding situations. We're going to be taking you out on location for a photo shoot out in the waters of the San Francisco Bay.
And right now, the water temperature, I think, is sitting at a cool 45 degrees.
Your challenge is simple. You'll take the next 2 days to create your most imaginative sea monster look. You'll be photographed emerging from the icy waters of the San Francisco Bay, modeling your looks.
Finally, we will consider your performances tonight, along with your photo shoot, to decide which one of you will be moving forward.
Thank you, ladies. Our work is done here. We'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you. Some of which can be grueling, and we're here to prove it to you. We hope you're ready. It's time to begin.
I'm sure you are free, so we're not going to keep you out here too much longer. But we have to take a minute to tell you how proud we are of you tonight. You have come full circle as Super Monsters, and every one of you brought amazing looks and energy to the competition tonight. This is what we have been looking for the whole time.
You should be proud of yourselves. We love everything you guys have brought to the table tonight. You come to San Francisco, you served it up for legendary queens Peaches Price and Catalina. You gave the city something to remember. We brought you to the shore and you served up the second part of your challenge and brought us your fiercest and most imaginative sea monster couture. Well done. You should take this opportunity to say your goodbyes now because for one of you the road ends here. From this point forward, we're looking for our top 3 monsters.
That's right, this will be the last time the 4 of you are together. So say your goodbyes because one of you will not be joining us anymore.
It's been an honor to have to work with each and one of you guys. You guys are very talented. You know, we are here for a reason. It's top 4. We fucking fought our way up to the top. We fucking served every fucking week. Some of us were not in the bottom. We're gonna stand over here. Stupid bitch. Okay.
Oh god, it was so fucking great to get to do this with you all. Like, I honestly, going into the competition, I was afraid, mostly because I thought, y'all know how drag competitions are. I thought it was gonna be like vicious clawing at each other, but honestly, it was so much fucking fun. There was not that much drama, nobody here involved, but I honestly had a fucking great time with all of y'all. I had so much fun. I'm so glad we got to do this together.
It's been an honor making it to the top 4 with you guys. I think you guys are some of the most talented queens I've ever worked with, and I'm so happy you guys support and I got to know each one of you so well, and I feel like I'm happy to be here, you guys.
It's been a fucking blast. I love being here. I love doing crazy shit like this, and I'm glad that out of the ones that were here, I mean, everyone was amazing. I loved everyone, but us top 4, we had a fucking blast. We're sisters. We love each other. There was no bullshit, no anger. I had a great fucking ride. If I go home tonight, it's gonna suck, but whoever wins it, just win it.
Yeah, win it hard,
I love you guys.
bitches.
Represent. There's no 1, 2, 3 right there, yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Dracula! Barbecue? Oh my god, chickens! Oh my god, chickens, you're my favorite. Oh, I'm gonna fry you guys up so nice. Oh, have you with some biscuits and some gravy?
Oh, no, please, don't, please, I promise, it's just because I'm fat. Oh, no, why?
Be sure to contribute to the Dragula Grand Prize at Indiegogo, keyword Dragula, or simply use the link below.